Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. And we are underway from Brooklyn. A dangerous return man showing it here.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
At the 3-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big.
The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different.
Come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And be backed up to the 24. Now, officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 1-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls. Incomplete.
Intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hardy. And open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down carry for Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Hardy. Escaping the pressure right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's It's now 17-0. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 28 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
After one, 17-7 is our score. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Henry on the carry.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Steven Gostkowski for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him.
They'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got him the football back. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing to start the drive. Hardy. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
See what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards. And the Las Vegas.
One-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hardy. tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Hardy. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10.
Operating from the gun, Hardy. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that would be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
By number 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw on 3rd down. Hardy. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 48-yard line.
Just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Right back to him on first down. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He may try to run for this. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll take this one out to about the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This across the 25-yard line.
A gain of
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
a gain of 18 on the play. First down.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, Jacobs. this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third down.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll work downfield for Waller. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. He throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll look to throw again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 26-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Marcus Joyner with a pick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. You keep playing him, let him work through it.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Hardy's pass.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was his safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Rico Gafford there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance, and that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Kickoff for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season. Open.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.